on Murrow News 8, students are reacting to the election results that rocked the nation.
And voter turnout plummeted this year. Where Whitman County ranked on the list of participants, Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Hello and welcome to Murrow News 8. I'm Sam Fulton.
And I'm Jose.
As the country reacts to results from the 2024 presidential election, our reporter Nick checked in with Cougs on campus to hear how they're feeling about the process and the new elect.
I'm so glad we were able to decide a winner on the Tuesday night of elections.
The 2024 election has come to a close, and Donald Trump has been declared the president-elect. The 2024 election was decided within the night, whereas the 2020 election took multiple days to call a winner. Leading up to the election, polls between Trump and Harris were close, and predictions were all over the place, and some may have been surprised by the outcome.
Yes and no, because a lot of the country early was voting blue, and a lot of the projections were saying Harris is going to win. But at the end of the day, I'm not too surprised.
The 2024 election has taken over many people's feeds and social media, that some are ready for election coverage to die down.
Yeah, because I'm kind of tired of seeing it like all over everything, commercials, social media, stuff like that. So I'm kind of just tired of seeing that all the time.
Yes. Yes. In fact, actually, like right now, most people I want to see are like pretty much going on with their lives.
Reporting in Pullman, Nick Rodabaugh, Murrow News 8.
Thanks, Nick. Very interesting to see the different ways students are responding. There are a few small taxing district levies in Whitman County that are failing. Tax issues that continue to fail are the Endicott Parks levy, the Streets and Parks levy in Rosalia, the Parks and Library levy in Uniontown, and the Toccoa Parks levy. The auditor's office still has about 8,000 ballots left to count this season. The office will run another batch of ballots on Saturday.
From 2016 to 2020, the state saw a record high increase in voter turnout between presidential elections. This year, there was a noticeable decrease. Whitman County ranks second lowest in voter turnout, recorded about 58% participation, following Grant County in last year 48%. Jefferson County had the highest turnout with over 86%. Data shows that people 65 and older had the most participants, with 18 to 24-year-olds having the least.
All votes are in for the proposed initiatives Washingtonians voted on this election, counted in Washington state with only one passing. Results show the capital gains tax, carbon emissions, and long-term health care initiatives all failed. But Initiative 2066 has passed by a slim margin of 51.2% to 48.8%. 2066 will repeal statewide restrictions on natural gas and allow Puget Sound Energy to incentivize its customers to use gas-powered appliances.
With a significant lack of voter participation statewide for younger groups this year, our reporter Ella had a recap of what voting resources were offered to students on campus.
Students at Washington State University took to the polls this week to make their voices heard in the 2024 election. Exercising the right to vote was made easier this year thanks to an event put on by the WSU Center for Civic Engagement. The Student Voting Engagement Hub was hosted at the Cub Senior Ballroom. The event was open from November 4th through 5th up until Washington State ballot boxes closed at 8 p.m. At the event, students could register to vote in person, pick up voter pamphlets, print and drop off ballots, and of course, vote.
My name is Ben Calabretta. I am the director of the Center for Civic Engagement at WSU. The goal of the event is to provide like an easy resource for students to come and get voter information, print their ballots if they need to, register in person, and to celebrate voting. Ultimately, we want students to be leaders in their communities wherever they end up, like at WSU or after graduation, and participating in our democracy, understanding what the issues are, and actually casting your ballot is part of being a leader in your community.
Abby Kiles is a senior at WSU who volunteered at the event both days.
Especially in this day and age, I think it's important that your vote is heard and your voice is heard.
Despite the long lines, over 2,000 WSU students made their voices heard and voted at the event, a powerful reminder of the impact young voters have on shaping our future. The event took place here in the Cub on the 3rd floor. WSU faculty and student volunteers worked hard to put the event together, emphasizing that every vote counts and young people can make key decisions. Based on the turnout, students responded. Regardless of which side you're on, WSU gave all students a place to safely and easily exercise their right to vote. Reporting from Pullman with Murrow News 8, I'm Ella Kastner.
Traffic is expected to be busy on Friday due to the Cougs football game on Saturday. This may cause all student busing to be delayed and off schedule.
The City of Moscow has been awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting by the Government Finance Officers Association for the United States and Canada for the 21st consecutive year. The award recognizes the city's annual comprehensive financial report for the fiscal year that ended September 30th, 2023.
Coming up, we spoke to the WSU Chief of Police about the reported assault on campus.
Plus, a reliable resource for student safety has stopped operations. What students can expect for the future of Cougar Safe Rides next.
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Earlier this week, WSU quietly released an update eliminating concerns following a recent assault reported on campus. Our reporter Emma spoke with the WSU Chief of Police to clear things up.
A reported assault that left students of WSU Pullman in shock.
On October 27th in the evening, it was reported to us by a female student that she was assaulted in the parking lot just south of Beasley Coliseum on the 21st, just past 8 p.m.
Students of WSU then received this brief notice informing them of the assault after other alarming rumors.
We did hear rumors of a serial rapist.
The details of the reported assault are what shocked the community.
In this parking lot just south of Beasley Coliseum is where this alleged assault took place. The victim claimed she was walking towards her car when a man came up behind her and strangled her from behind, which knocked her unconscious. When she woke up, she was in the same exact spot that she was knocked unconscious, and she claims that a sexual assault might have taken place.
Both of these incidents, reported within 2 days of each other, left students in fear walking around campus.
It was definitely intimidating and kind of scary at first. After class, I make sure that my friend that
I have a class with walks home with me as well.
But a recent update from WSU police uncovered some major details.
Detectives interviewed her, and then after a second interview, we were able to collect video footage from the area, and were able to follow her from where she left a building on campus to her vehicle, and determined that there was not an assault that occurred at that particular location and time.
And when it comes to the serial rapist,
we contacted Pullman PD, University of Idaho, Moscow Police Department, and we determined that there were no similar reported events at any of those areas during that time period.
WSU police does not believe there are any current threats to campus. Reporting in Pullman, Washington, I'm Emma Underwood.
Thank you, Emma. Moscow police are trying to locate an indulging suspect who crashed into a home and fled the scene. The incident occurred early Thursday morning around 2:30 when an officer tried to stop the driver of a sedan for blowing a stop sign on D Street.
The future for resources that were once offered to students feeling unsafe on campus is now unknown as the service remains under review. Our reporter Macy investigated the closure to provide an update.
Every day on WSU campus, students rely on transportation services for easy and safe travel. But recently, the options for students have dropped. Cougar Safe Rides, a popular service on campus, will no longer be available to students. Amy Sharp, director of the program, said it is, quote, dead, and is now up to the university to determine the program's future. Sharp told the Daily Evergreen the closure is from a lack of volunteers and needs to be taken over by a larger program. Sharp declined for a further interview.
There aren't many options for students right now, because Cougar Safe Rides, I feel, was like one of the appealing factors of WSU.
So what are students' current options when it comes to transportation at WSU?
Pullman offers multiple cab services and bus routes, but if you must walk, bring a friend, or at the very least, FaceTime until you get to where you need to be.
If I am by myself at nighttime, I'm always like on the phone with someone, at least. I try to do buddy system, but of course everyone has their own kind of schedule now, so it's kind of hard always having a buddy.
There's not a lot of people around, and there's a lot of corners, there's a lot of empty spaces where people don't walk through and you feel all alone. I usually carry my keys with me, I have pepper spray on it, and I have a little mini knife on it as well in case I need it.
Fraternities and sororities are also taking extra precautions to make sure members are not traveling alone at night.
Texting about it, saying make sure you guys are still in groups, especially like new members, they're walking from their dorm to the house, and so always saying that walking groups has been super big.
With Murrow News 8, I'm Macy Harden.
Thanks, Macy. We will keep you updated if new options for students emerge.
Pullman Fire Department to host Scouting Food Drive tomorrow. Pullman residents are asked to set their bagged food out on their doorstep at 9 a.m. Monday. Area scouts will collect and deliver the food to the local food bank. For more information, call 509-432-6143.
The Pullman School District is having a surplus sale today. From 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m., the sale includes a school bus, desks, and books. The sale is at the old bus barn on Olson Street on Sunnyside Hill.
Pullman High School Drama Club to host Anne of Green Gables tomorrow at 7 p.m. There will be other shows on November 14th and 16th. Student tickets are $5 and adult tickets are $10. The location is at Pullman High School. The Neal Public Library is hosting a poetry event with authors tonight at 6:30 p.m. at 210 North Grand Avenue in Pullman. This event is free to the public and registration is not required. Refreshments will be served.
Up next, what campus is doing to prep for the winter weather before it hits.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Wrong trees were planted in downtown Pullman for a reconstruction project. According to the project's social media, 10 new trees that were just planted need to be replaced. The announcement is from the consultant that the city hired to manage the project. The firm's media spokeswoman, Courtney Kramer, is no longer accepting questions from Pullman Radio News.
As the weather cools down, WSU facility operations are gearing up for the winter. Our reporter Cooper has more.
It's a cool time of year for the Palouse, and someone like Ian Allen, the supervisor of the Heavy Equipment Division for WSU Facility Services.
But yeah, we have a 11-man crew, including me, 10 guys in the shop. And we run rotational shifts through the winter to service any snow removal needs.
This week marks the first where his crew is on schedule for snow removal, which means the start of a long and important season for both them and the community.
So it's about a week process anytime we get 3 inches of snow. And then we run, when we do reach that threshold, we switch to a 24-hour rotation. So we have 5 guys work from noon to midnight and 5 guys work from midnight to noon.
Allen says that WSU snow removal will be optimized with a new technology system that uses solar-powered cameras, which are connected to sensors that give ground and air temperature readings, providing information that can help monitor roads that need to be addressed by the crews on call.
This has been really useful. It's nice just wherever you're at on a weekend and you're curious what it looks like on campus, we can zoom right into that camera and take a current shot.
Allen says that along with new information technology systems, drivers dealing with snowy and icy conditions will have plows like this to help get snow off of streets, and plows like this with that extra attachment to get that snow out of parking lots. But that's not all. Because Facility Services built this past year, a new covered structure designed to keep rock and salts dry for the snow removal team, something different from last year.
So what we've decided to do is do away with that rock shed for gravel and use it for housing the snow removal equipment in a heated environment, because that's something we've never really had enough of.
But just because snow isn't sticking yet doesn't mean Allen and his crew aren't keeping busy.
You know, I'd say October, November, when you're rigged up for snow removal, we have a lot of the equipment rigged up and ready to go, and there's no snow, then it's a good time we're usually catching up on a lot of our preventative maintenance. So this time of year is when we're catching up on everything else.
In Pullman, I'm Cooper Morgan.
Well, Sam, I'm not looking forward to any of this cold weather.
Yeah, me neither.
But hey, Olivia, what's the weather going to be like for kickoff tomorrow?
Yeah, thank you guys. As you can see today, it's going to be a little bit rainy out there with a high of 53 and a low of 37. We can also see, of course, the sunset is setting a little earlier. Kind of similar weather for tomorrow around game time. It'll be pretty cold, 7:30 kickoff. So wear your big coats for sure. And then looking at the state, you know, the west side, high of 59 for Seattle and Olympia. Then going over to our side, you can see it's pretty similar weather all around the state. And then that'll be it. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Olivia. After the break, when you should plan to head to tomorrow's game for a chance to win a special giveaway item.
Months.
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
Years.
I'd like to give you this.
A lifetime. Can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Let's take a look at this busy week of Cougar sports we have. Tomorrow is Cougar Football Saturday with the Cougs back at home here at Giesa Field. The Cougs will take on 2-6 Utah State. The Cougs are 7-1 entering this game and look to keep up the winning streak. Saturday, there will be a giveaway before the football game. Coach Dicker has more information to tell you what it is.
Cougs, you know what time it is. Another edition of Palouse After Dark this Saturday, 7:30 against Utah State. Show up early to get your BECU beanie, and we can't wait to see you loud, pack the stadium, 60 minutes, 4 quarters, Cougar football. Go Cougs!
Monday was the home opener for men's basketball. Our reporter Braden has an inside look on the game and what we can expect from this new-looking team.
Washington State Cougars won their season opener Monday night, 192 against Portland State. This marks the first time since 2019 the Cougars have scored 100 points at Beasley Coliseum. The Cougs got off to a rocky start, going down by 17 early in the first half before tying it up 10 minutes later and not looking back. Hell yeah! This is an impressive start for the Cougs, given the fact that they are a completely revamped team from a year prior. They have a new head coach with David Riley, as well as only 2 returners from last year. The offense looked impressive, with every starter reaching double digits, with Cedric Coward leading the way with 23 points and a double-double. Not to be outdone, Isaiah Watts came off the bench, dropping a career-high 20 points.
The Cougs will be back here at Beasley Coliseum on Friday at 7 p.m. to take on Bradley. This will be the third ever meeting between the teams and the first time since 1943.
The Cougars are optimistic about this team this year, with Cedric Coward even making a bold prediction.
We have so much to improve on. We've showed how great we can be as a team. I think we're a national championship caliber team.
Looking ahead to the rest of the season, the Cougars' biggest game, no doubtably, will be against their interstate and now interdivisional rival, number 6 ranked Gonzaga. Braden Buell,
Murrow News 8.
Thank you, Braden. It should be a good year for this Cougar men's basketball team. After taking a look at Monday's men's basketball game, they are back in Beasley today. The Cougs will take Bradley tonight at 8 p.m. After the Cougs beat Portland State Monday, they head into the game 1-0. Bradley is also 1-0 this game as they beat Southeast Missouri on Monday. Volleyball goes back-to-back games this week. They played today against St. Mary's at 6 here in Pullman. Yesterday, the Lady Cougs played University of Pacific in Bullard Gym, where they won in the first 3 sets. The women's soccer team has another home game tomorrow at 4 against Pacific. The Cougs defeated Oregon State 1-0 Wednesday night at Lower Soccer Field on the WSU Pullman campus. The Cougars scored in the 36th minute. Women's basketball season has officially kicked off with them having a home game Monday, beating Eastern Washington University in overtime. Yesterday, they went down to California to play Stanford and had a tough loss, losing 94-65. They will next play U of I at home on Sunday at noon.
Thanks, Sam. Coming up, we'll take a look at an interaction between star-studded player and one of our own out on the court. And trust us, it'll make your heart happy.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
It's National First Gen Day. A First Gen Coug is someone whose parents or legal guardians did not have or complete a 4-year degree in the United States during their formative years. Today, we celebrate those who accomplished that goal. And Jalen Wells has been having an incredible rookie season. Wednesday, the Grizzlies defeated the Lakers 131-114. Wells had 20 points with a 3 on LeBron. Look at that little pump fake. And then, boop, all in LeBron's face. And then LeBron acknowledged that by giving him a pat on the head after the shot was made.
And that's all from us. We'll see you next time right here on Murrow News 8.